had affected their mental health, and it was a counselling and group therapy service.
Could you, in your early experience with the Southwest, working with in the women's sector and family and domestic violence and mental health, can you tell us a bit more of an overlap of the intersectionality of mental health and family and domestic violence?
Oh, absolutely. Totally, hand in hand. It's not just the mental health of the victims, it's the mental health of everybody involved in that whole scenario and supporting. We weren't a crisis centre. It was really about supporting women that had gone through that experience, that had affected their mental health, and it was a counselling and group therapy service.
And in terms of broader sector of family and domestic violence, is it partly state-based and partly federally?
Yes, absolutely. I think that a lot of money has been ploughed into FGV through the state. A lot of money has gone into preventative treatments. A lot of money's gone into crisis care. Not a huge amount of resource has gone into that section where women have come out the other side and need that support with their mental health. And I think that's lacking.
If you talk about, what are the bigger reasons people end up needing some form of crisis care or, intermediate care from an FTV point of view, what's the broad demographic like?
Predominantly women. Predominantly, and women, I would say, it's women of all ages. FTV affects everyone. I mean, from the young to the old. We see it all the time, and it's so sad that we still have that in our society today. The move to Tadwa I was ready to make that move. I felt that I'd given all I could give into that sector at that time, although it's still very close to my heart, and I'm actually a board member now for South Coastal Health and Community Services.
Lovely. Understanding of the disability sector and ageing are two different conversations in terms of these are two different sectors.
That's
mostly
right.
federally run and with some funding here and there from the state point of view. How do you see, first of all, where are these two sectors in their own journey of reform?
I think they're still both in a bit of a state of flux, to be honest. There's a lot of reforms going on in the aged care sector at the moment. We've got the new Aged Care Act, we've got the Strengthening Aged Care Standards, and we need to be ready for that. One of the things that is very uppermost in my mind at the moment is the cessation of the Commonwealth Home Support Programme in 2027, which means that block funding for organisations will cease and we'll move to a much more individualised model, and we need to be prepared for that, and our staff need to be in the right place for them to respond to new models